Welcome to the Tabliner video guide. In this video, we will automatically find and fix errors in spreadsheets using Tabliner. As an example, we took a spreadsheet about a company's HR data and added errors to it on purpose. You can see these errors highlighted in light blue color. So let's get started. On the page with the list of templates, click on Creating a New One and select Error Detection in a spreadsheet file. Now you need to select your spreadsheet in which you want to search for errors. Consider that some file types may have multiple worksheets. The spreadsheet should be located on the first sheet of the file and start from the upper left corner, and the column name should be placed on the first row. Now let's look at the main settings. The first one is template to which the file must conform. A template in Tabliner is a specification of the data format. It specifies the columns that should be in the spreadsheet, their data types, and the limits that the column values must meet. You can read more about the template, its settings and limits in the documentation or watch the attached video. We don't currently have a data template, so we'll choose to generate it automatically. The next setting is to highlight values that are probably incorrect. These are values that fully match the column's template, data type, and limits, but are very different from other values in the column. This function is useful when the template does not cover absolutely all possible errors. The next setting is to enable or disable adding comments with information about why this value is incorrect. If you don't need this information, you can turn it off. The next one is responsible for adding the generated template to your list. Saving the template is useful if you intend to check tables of this format multiple times. Also, if some errors are not recognized, you will be able to understand the reason and correct the template and check the file again using it. The error correction option enables automatic correction of found errors. For this function, a well-designed template is very important because Tabliner focuses on the template's data type and its limits when fixing errors. Also, probable errors that were mentioned earlier will not be fixed by this feature. There are some more advanced settings, some of which are related to correcting errors and data format. They work only if error correction is activated. Another part is responsible for automatic template generation and for the resulting file. You can read more about them in the documentation or in the explanations near each setting. So first, let's leave all the default settings and find all the errors without fixing them. Let's see the results. Errors highlighted in yellow are probable errors. Together with strict errors colored in red and orange, we can see that all the errors we added have been found. We can see the comment for each error as it was defined. Some stood out from other values, and some did not meet the limits of the generated template. You can also see that several other values have been defined as errors. One of them is related to the added error, and the others were originally allocated from their data type. After processing, the generated template was added to the list. Exactly this template was used to check the data for errors. We can enter it and see if the data types of columns and their limits have been defined correctly. If something was left out, you can add it here, but we will leave everything without changes and look at automatic error correction based on the same template. Select the original file where we added the errors. Here, as you can see, our template is now selected instead of automatic generation. And let's enable error correction as well as a couple of additional features for it. These functions will fill in any missing values in the table, and will also try to predict a value based on values in other columns or itself. The last function, which enables predictions, can take a lot of time. That's why we recommend using it only when you need it. For example, when the usual functionality failed to fix errors or you need to make a prediction of some values. Let's take a look at the final result. The corrected values are green and the probable errors are still yellow because these values were not corrected. If an incorrect value was not corrected or predicted, it would also remain red. As we can see, many values could be accurately restored or predicted, but some still could not be accurately corrected. This can be influenced both by the quality of the template settings and by the dependence of the data on each other. So in this video, we went over the basic features of Tabliner to automatically find and fix errors in a spreadsheet. You can also read about it in more detail in our documentation. For any remaining questions or suggestions, you are welcome to contact us. Thank you for watching this video, and see you next time.